The first point in how to avoid being a part of the gendered power differential is not using gendered language. The most referenced example for this is when someone addresses a group by saying, "Hey guys," even though there are sure to be women within the group. Instead, look to use words that are more inclusive, such as folks, students, classmates, attendees, co-workers, fellow associates, and so on.
Most people think gendered language is just focused on non-inclusive terms and blatantly sexist words like bitch or slut, but it goes far beyond that. Gendered language also applies to implied meaning. There are a multitude of ways in which men still display sexist assumptions about women that women still see and deal with on a near daily basis. The slide below depicts typical and casual gendered language against women. These, in all types of settings, whether it be business or casual, can be seen as offensive towards women.
Unfortunately, more than 1 in 5 women claim to have been sexually harassed in the workplace. 1 in 10 men have also confirmed they have been sexually harassed.
Powerful and subordinate roles of women in moments of sexual harassment. These are moments of inappropriate conduct.
That's fine. Alright, hey, how's it going today?
Nice to meet you, sir.
I see you don't have a ring. Are you not married?
Well, that's not important, but you know, it's
Okay,
okay.
it can be important.
That's true, but let's just carry on for the sake of the interview.
Alright, well, I'm just curious, assuming you're not married, because if you were, you would obviously be wearing a wedding ring. What does your father do for a living? That's a very nice dress that you have on there.
I appreciate the compliment, the flattery. I'm flattered. My father is a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He has covered up all of my expenses, both from college and, up until this point. And I think
No, that's good.
he's
That's good.
gave me some good...
Thank you. That's
Okay,
enough.
okay.
So, do you have any kids that you need to take care of? If you do, who balances, work and family?
Oh, sir, my personal life is not too crazy. I don't have any children yet.
Good to know. All right. Children. All right. Well, well, I guess what I'm trying to get to is, why do you want this job?
Because I think I am a very good fit here at this company. I can offer a lot of
expertise.
So, what I'm trying to get to, after what I really mean by all this is, why do you want this job? If you're not married, you don't have kids to take care of. Why do you want to be?
Just like any career professional, I feel like my assets can be vital to this company. I think I can offer a lot, and I really think that my expertise in this field can really benefit this company. I think it would be it's a privilege to possibly work here.
You look like you got some expertise. Yeah, let's see. There are certain ways that you can rise in this company, faster if you think you're a good fit for it, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Listen, it's very simple. All right, so we're going to talk, and I just want to say,
suck your what? I'm out of here. Fuck this job. Yes, sir. Did you bring in a resume or any documentation in here with you?
Well, I didn't, but I can promise you my resume, like many things, is quite lengthy.
That's very nice to hear. I do need a copy of it, though. Do you have any sort? Just so I can review it over for our board.
Yeah. If you give me your number, I'll text it to you. Obviously, I don't have it on me right now, but it could be a simple fix,
I appreciate the gesture, but sir, I can maybe email you in my professional email. I can write it down for you.
Yes, absolutely. Here, you can just throw that right there. You have some really nice handwriting. Your hands move so smoothly.
Thank you, sir. Here you go. Just email it to me at this Gmail.
All right, perfect. So, what's your next question, sweetheart?
Yes, so we'll move on to the interview process. So, sir, what do you like to do in your free time? I'm curious because, this job does demand a lot of work, and a lot of our employees don't see a lot of free time. So I'm just curious, how important is that free time to you?
If I get to work with this, I'll sacrifice as much free time as I need to. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir, I don't know what you're saying, but I appreciate I'm flattered, but, keep the comments and, compliments to yourself just for the sake of this interview.
I mean, I'm just, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but I mean, how did you get into this position? I mean, you got to talk to somebody, right? I mean, I'm trying to work my way up. I mean, you work with me, I work with you. I see a partnership going on here. If I'm not reaching out too hard, you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, sir, I'm very flattered by all the information you want to know about me. I just worked hard, honestly. I came out of, law school with a 3-year law degree, and I came in over here. They accepted me with open arms.
Yeah, but what did you
just worked my way
do?
up.
You gotta be a team player, right? So, who did you talk to? Your bosses. I'm sure that you guys spent some free time together.
Not necessarily. We just used to spend our, work time working on creative, collaborating with creative reports for our, bosses, and we had to combine statistics and numbers. We spent a lot of time together, and we are great friends. But apart from that, that's what we want to build here at this company: is friendship, long term, both in the company and outside the company.
All right, I'm bored. I don't want to fuck her anymore. Can we just stop this?
Sir, you can step out.
Really?
Yes, sir. I find your etiquette to be very inappropriate, and I don't think that sort of personality will benefit this company. I'm sorry, but the door's open now, sir. You have a nice day.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Casual job interview. How the interview should be handled.
Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
Yes, hi. My name is Tabitha Wright. As you know, my assistant, had you sit in here. Sorry, I was in a meeting.
That's all right.
But it's very nice to meet you. Do you have a resume on you that I can look for?
You know what? I actually don't. I didn't think that would really be necessary.
Okay.
I'm very confident in my ability to pursue the position, but no, I didn't think that I would need one. I'm sorry.
It's perfectly fine.
Can I email it to you?
Yes, you
or
can.
something?
Yeah.
What
Do you have a
email?
piece of paper?
Yeah,
or
here.
anything here? And
I
you have any
did bring
contact
that.
info? Okay, you wrote your name on here,
Yeah.
Mr. Huntsberger.
Yeah, that's
Logan.
mhm.
Okay. Okay, that's a very interesting name. I know this one character. There's this one character from a TV show I used to watch called Gilmore Girls, and I swear, you have the same name as that actor. You kind of look like him too.
Gilmore Girls?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, some guy. I think he played one of the younger characters. I don't remember. It's so many people. But
No
anyway, I know
relation, I'm sure.
off track. I know.
So,
But
that's okay.
I
That's
just
okay.
recognized the name, and you look just like him. So I just, I couldn't help myself. So.
That's all right.
Okay, so I'll send you this email, and I'll send you an email with my contact info, and you can email me back with your resume and contact lists and such. But anyway, let's get into a more formal set of the interview.
Yeah, yes, of course.
So, out of all curiosity, sir, what do you like to do with your free time? I know that, in a company like this, a lot of work is involved and takes away a lot of free time from our employees. So how would you be able to manage that? And out of curiosity, what do you like to do?
Well, honestly, I don't have much of a life anyway, so I don't have, a lot of free time. Most of my free time is just kind of spent at home, I watch a lot of Netflix, unfortunately, but I got time to spare, so I don't think that would be an issue.
Well, that's nice. So you can dedicate a lot of your time to, what assignments we give you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
That's great. That's great to know. I really do appreciate that. A lot of our applicants, are also very busy, and You know, a lot of them don't seem as dedicated or motivated to do the work because they, you know, value their free time a little bit more. So I do appreciate you being willing to, you know, sacrifice that for us. It means a lot, actually. After hearing your first response, I just have a quick question for you. Where did you work in the past, and what did you do for them? And I'm just curious because since I don't have your resume on me, at least I want to know what you've done in your lifetime.
Well, actually, before this, I worked at this place called Perkins. You know, it's just this little restaurant bakery. You know, really family oriented. You know, really kid friendly. Worked with a lot of kids and a lot of families and whatnot. Mainly women that I worked with at my job. Most of the ladies were servers. You know, I was the host. But yeah, it was fun. Just your typical restaurant job. Nothing crazy.
Okay, cool. So that's your only work experience. How long did you work there for?
Too long, but 3 years.
3 years. Okay, that's really nice to know. 3 years as a server, that's great because that shows that you're able to be hospitable in this environment and be able to work as a team. And that's what we really value here.
I'm a team player.
That's so great to hear. It was so nice meeting you, Mr. Huntsberger.
Thank you so much.
My assistant will show you out as I have another meeting, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible whether or not we feel as if you are perfect for the job.
Thank you very much for that.
You have a great day, sir. How long? Anything like that?
Yes, I worked for a fertilizer company for a while, and I know it's you know not very graceful, but you know it's a start. You know, got to pay bills somewhere. But yeah, I worked there. I also worked at a male strip club. Okay, never mind. I thought I could slip that in.
He said, "Never mind."
Never mind.
You can slip it in, and I can be serious, but I didn't see you coming. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead again.
I
Okay,
really,
so,
you know, whew, good times. Anyways,
so sir, just another question for you. What was your past work experience? Where have you worked? You know, where have you spent your time? And what did you do for those companies that you think could maybe benefit you at ours?
I don't feel the need to answer that question because there's no way that I can throw in anything to prove that I'm not sexist at this point because it's, you know.
Sir, I don't know what you mean.
I can't work with him. I can't work.
You're not supposed to be the asshole.
I'm done. No. Alright, we'll make that a fucking blooper or something.
A blooper.
We'll make that goddamn blooper. Whatever. No, just because, like, I don't know, like, at this point, like, now it's just a normal interview. I don't feel like we need to, like, carry this whole thing on because then, like, for this now, all I'm doing is, like, behaving myself and not being sexist. Like, yes, we're supposed to show it, like, right, but I think that we already have enough. I think that we just need to, like, ask one more question and then, like, just, like, do the, like, the, okay,
Well,
thank
that's
you,
what I was
we'll be
going to
in
do.
touch.
Well, that's what I was going to do after.
Well, ask me a less hard question than asking my entire background story.
It's not an entire background story. I'm just asking, we'll get back to you as soon as possible whether or not we feel as if you are perfect for the job.
Thank you very much for that.
You have a great day, sir.
Fuck. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I was trying to get your feet. Alright.
Alright.
Just keep on going.
Alright. Does this chair go up at all? I feel like a shrimp.
Are you guys gonna add bloopers at the end?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna. I want to sit on my hands.
You can't look at me serious, can you? Hold on.
I mean, have you seen yourself?
Yeah.
Real.
I have that pen and paper because I'm supposed to take your rest.
Yeah.
The lipstick's just gonna sit.